Hey, Coach Joby here, and I'd like to chat with you a little bit about your off-season training. So as we enter the off-season, our volume should be decreasing, our race-specific fitness becomes less of a priority, and in fact, race-specific fitness should be the furthest thing from your mind. December and January is a really good time to give your training a bit of an overhaul and focus on the areas that are going to help optimize your development as a triathlete. So more volume is typically not always the best approach for many athletes. It works for some, but it's not the best for many of the athletes that we work with. So today I'd like to share a training approach that has worked well for me, as well as so many of the athletes that we have worked with. So what I'd like to suggest is focus, this is specifically for the bike, focus on your short-term power, specifically the power you can produce in a 4-minute period. Use a 4-minute power test for this to measure it. I like the 4-minute test for a few reasons. So number one, the 4-minute test, it's a great combination of both your aerobic and your anaerobic energy production, which is really important for overall development. It's a good indication of your top end aerobic output. It's easily repeated without a big interruption to your training. And even if you go into the test a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued, because you're doing other training, maybe some cross training, it's not going to make that big of an impact on the results. So the goal is to improve your 4-minute power output as much as possible before making the transition into race-specific fitness. How you go about improving this 4-minute power really has a lot to do with your current aerobic and anaerobic capacity. I will be sharing some strategies for a highly aerobic athlete versus strategies for an athlete who is more anaerobic in capacity. I'll be sharing these tomorrow, but for now, start thinking about incorporating that 4-minute